The Philadelphia 76ers looked like the next Eastern Conference powerhouse for a few years during the late 2010s. An era known as the process seemed so promising with a young 6'10" point guard in Ben Simmons and a skilled physical big man in Joel Embiid at the centerpiece of the future of 76ers basketball. I'm sure you know what happened though. Injuries, locker room issues, front office changes, all of it. But I'm sure you also know just how good the 76ers really were at the peak of the Embiid and Simmons era. Since it's been a little disappointing, but I'm not here to talk about the 76ers past. Instead, I want to talk about what's next for Philly. Where do they go from here? Who should they build around? These are questions I'll be aiming to answer in today's video. To understand what the 76ers future looks like, we gotta examine the present. Where are they right now, and what type of situation is the franchise currently in? Well, for starters, Joel Embiid is under contract until at least 2028, where he has a player option worth $67 million for the 28-29 season, which I'm sure he's gonna pick up. A guaranteed $175 million over the next 3 years is a lot for someone who's played 58 games over the past 2 years. Obviously, Joel Embiid is an MVP caliber player when healthy, but the issue lies right there. When is he gonna be healthy? Injuries are, especially in Embiid's case, nagging and reoccurring. And while I of course wish him the best health and want to see him on the court, I just don't think that'll happen. And maybe I'm being pessimistic. Who knows? But with Tyrese Maxey locked down until 2029 as well, earning $168 million guaranteed, and PG, who will likely pick up his player option in 2027, worth $56 million, the Philadelphia 76ers are, for the time being, not so well off financially. They're a pretty decent amount over the cap. VJ is going to be making about $11 million next year, McCain's going to be making around $4 million, and so far, Grimes is yet to make a decision in free agency. The qualifying offer is around $6 million, but reports have come out saying that he wants around $25 million. It would be a shame to lose a promising young player, so I don't know how they're going to go about signing Grimes, but it doesn't seem like any other teams have offered him the kind of money he's looking for. So he very well may end up having to sign the qualifying offer, hope to ball out this upcoming season, and enter unrestricted free agency next year to claim the money he believes he deserves. Put short, the 76ers are pretty bad financially right now, and they honestly haven't been at all good enough to justify it. With 2 stars that have an injury history, you probably want to trade them and maybe build around Maxey, but I just don't think that can happen right now. With Embiid and George making so much essentially guaranteed money over the next few years, teams are not going to want to trade for them. No matter how good Embiid is, he's hardly on the court, and no franchise wants someone making $60 million a year to not play. Likewise with Paul George, over $50 million a year with a lack of availability just isn't a smart move for any team to make. Thus, the 76ers are essentially stuck with no team to trade their aging, injury-riddled players to, making star money, and no money to really sign and acquire role players. Their best bet is to ride the process out. By extending Joel Embiid and signing Paul George last year, they've essentially gone all in. All of their eggs are in one basket. It's time for the medical staff in Philly to work overtime and do their best to make sure PG and Embiid are healthy. If Embiid plays, this roster can always do something in the playoffs. PG can honestly be a solid third option if he's healthy as well. And they have promising young talent in VJ, McCain, and Grimes, assuming he stays. But their window is now, and it's closing really fast. But let's say we're 3 to 4 years down the line. Embiid and George are likely gone and probably retired. Maxey is at the peak of his abilities, and the team is probably going to be his now. VJ is probably still there, and hopefully McCain is as well. In that situation, what do you do? Well, I think you just have to do things the right way. VJ and McCain will still be young and hopefully still cheap. The 76ers just have to do their best to keep them healthy, surround them with good talent and depth, and things will work themselves out on the court. While I do think some of the moves Philly has made recently in these past couple of years have been head scratching, a lot of the derailing of the process was just due to injuries. Personally, I think the 76ers have done all that they can to surround Embiid with talent over the past few years. Things just haven't worked out due to unforeseen circumstances. Normally, we would have seen a team give up by now and trade a guy as injury prone as Embiid before things got this bad, but they've decided to ride things out with him, and I can respect that. It's hard to let go of an MVP caliber player like Embiid, but I mean, the time is here. It's all or nothing now. You're booked money-wise for the next couple of years, and it's time to go chase that ring again. But let me know, what are your ideas for how the 76ers can continue on in the situation they're in? Let me know what team you want me to talk about next. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
room at an Airbnb. You became something to cherish and need. In my head, you married